Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic: Men of Reddit. What are some mistakes women make during sex? I have an ex that used to keep sleeping with the wrong dude. What's the difference between a joke and 3 cocks? My ex can't take a joke. Leaning back too far when on top. Some dicks aren't that flexible when fully erect. If I'm starting to sit up when you lean back, it's because my shit's about to break off. Mine just pops out. Lil Dick Gang. For real. I don't get how some guys' dicks can bend at 180 degrees angle. Mine can't get past 40 without it starting to hurt. Plastics RN chiming in late, suspensory ligament playing a major role here. Some are loose, some are taut, some men get them cut on purpose to elongate the penis, with weights after surgery. I've heard some women say they can tell when surgery has been done as the ligament is too loose, it flops like a gummy worm in a keyhole. Never quite hits the spot. You ever have a girl up on top come down wrong and bend your dick in half? Because I have. If there is a hell, I know what pain awaits. Is it permanent? Penis fractures are a real thing, and yes, if you don't get it treated the damage will be permanent. It will cause so much pain anyone who experienced it likely is begging to go to the It actually can be quite a serious injury, without guarantee of full recovery. My balls are not stress toys, please don't squeeze them so hard. Edit, thank you kind strangers for the silver. Geez, I'm rolling in pain just reading this. I cringe every time I see girls being aggressive with balls in porn. I guess male stars are used to it / into it, but goddamn mine are so sensitive I barely want them touched. Don't be afraid to tell us what you want. If you don't feel anything in a certain position or angle of insertion, let us know and switch it up. It has the added benefit of extending our stamina when switching positions. Plus 10 stamina. You don't have enough dexterity to select that position. I love when she just switches on her own accord. It makes me feel like I can switch around when I want to as well, and shows me that she is trying to enjoy herself. A little look and then pushing me off, just to turn around for doggy is hot as heck. Sexy and wholesome nice. Failure to provide feedback during intercourse. You don't have to scream like a porn star, but let me know if what I am doing is working towards getting you off. It can be nonverbal also. Just move my hand if it isn't quite on the right spot. Squeeze me harder if you want me to go harder. Set the pace yourself. And for God's sake, if you are 30 seconds out, just whisper a tiny, "I'm almost there," so that we don't come up 500 feet short of the runway. Also, if you are in a relationship where sex is going to be a regular thing, then use the post-coitus pillow talk to say what you liked or didn't. All sex should have a brief planning phase and an after-action review. Or at least that's what the army does when they fuck you. Thanks for your cervix. After climax, please stay on the line for a brief survey. Use the post-coitus pillow talk to say what you liked or didn't. I wasn't the biggest fan of how you kept shouting "This is Sparta." I was wearing a condom and my ex thought it'd be funny to stretch the reservoir tip and let go, like a rubber band. Wasn't all that funny IMO. Yeah, so one time a girl asked me to come on her, but I was wearing a condom, so I attempted to pull it off fast so I could oblige her. Well shit, I stretched it about 3 feet before it slipped out of my grip and snapped right on the head of my dick at the exact moment I came. You'll never want to feel your jizz get forced back into your pee-pee hole, trust me on that. I gotta admit, that made me laugh. That thought has never even occurred to me. This thread is making me paranoid. Treating my dick like a trampoline when on top. It's easy to get carried away, I get it, but in the blink of an eye, I could lose all I hold dear to me. Work in a reverse cowgirl is a death trap. It's so good though. Almost makes it worth it. I cringed reading this comment. Remember when my GF almost crushed my dong while on top? Bruh. I'm glad I reacted on gut feeling and slid away at the right moment before getting it crushed. Back and forth, not up and down. This grinding feels so much better than bouncing. At least for me as a woman, and my BF said he doesn't care, both feels good. Such wisdom. It should be further shared. It's very deep penetration. Not exactly during, but expecting guys to always initiate. Want your guy to feel desirable. Don't want your guy to worry that you're just sleeping with him every now and then to shut him up. Jump his bones. I'm so tired of this. It's not only the man's job to keep your sex life alive. If you can't remember the last time you suggested sex, believe me, your man does, and you're gradually eating away at his self-esteem. Edit. I realize this isn't a gender-specific thing. As a guy, I've only experienced the issue through that lens. If you can't remember the last time you seduced your wife, you need to put more effort into. Man, just had this talk with my wife last night actually. Ever been with a girl that just lays there? Yay, that. Every guy I've ever met has called it going starfish. Edit. To the people who assumed I learned this as feedback and slept with every guy I know, I'm super flattered, but I don't have the game, or time, to pull those kind of numbers. I've managed to keep one dude interested for 9 years, so I must be doing something at least kinda right. Or pillow princess. Edit. I have been corrected and misrepresented this term. Apparently it is more appropriate to the LGBT community, lesbians. I think the term for straight people is pillow queen. Misleading name, I think, because it makes me think of Patrick Starfish from SpongeBob, which only makes me steel rock hard. Tinder darts be like. I don't think you can handle me. Right, because the way you lay on your back is totally different. I immediately swipe left on that sentence. Screams I have a shitty personality and try to justify it. No self-respecting guy is attracted to that attitude. Don't make fun of me for being vanilla while in front of friends and then come home and lay there like an embarrassed fish when I suggest something dirty. Are you fucking my ex? Why not? Everyone else is. The assumption that just because they're there we should be rock hard, we need some warming up as well sometimes. To add on to this, it's easy for a guy to have trouble staying up if there are things not right with the sex, including a woman putting pressure on a guy to keep it up and hurry. A lot of women seem to be under the impression that a guy's job is to get both her and himself ready to go. This type of thinking often trickles down all the way to the guy needing to put on moves almost every time they want sex, while the girl will just sit in the other room without pants on for 5 minutes and wait for the guy to show up and start. Very rarely I've heard of a woman telling a guy to just relax while she does the work to get everyone's engine warmed up and ready to go. Although maybe I'm just dating the wrong people, but I feel like there's definitely a skew to one side. No, I agree. When my wife and I were dating, she acted this way. She didn't give any thought to the fact I might need some warm-up time as well. Once she changed her mindset, sex got a lot more equal. And happier. Faking pleasure. If something isn't working for you, let the guy know. If he thinks he's doing well, he won't change anything. If you let him know what you like and don't like, he will change. Most guys get a lot of satisfaction from your pleasure. Edit. Thank you for my first silver. To be more specific, pretty much all guys think a girl who is engaged in sex is a hell of a lot sexier. This above literally all else. The correct speed of a hand job is not, and never has been, 4,000 RPM. Edit. Thanks for the awards, people. At last count, 15,000 people seem to know what I'm talking about 70 disagree and would apparently enjoy having their junk in an industrial paint shaker, and a smattering are taking the fact that I used revolutions as a metaphor far too literally. WPM, wanks per minute. Don't expect him to know what you want him to do without any hints or help. No hints, just tell them what you want. No hints, for the love of God please. Some of us really get off on the instruction. Not in a dominatrix way, but just in a this is what really gets me off matter-of-fact way. I've been told I was too soft. Like what the fuck, I'm not gonna start choking you, spanking your ass, calling you a dirty whore or sticking a finger in your ass without knowing first if you like that and actually want it. Or calling them a fucking retard. Don't pretend to enjoy it just for our benefit. If something isn't working for you, communicate. Sex should be enjoyable for everyone involved and you don't need to appease our ego if you're not enjoying it. Sexual chemistry doesn't always come right away, and the only way it can be built is if partners communicate what they like and don't like to each other. I second this, please don't fake it. It always comes out that you were faking eventually, which just makes us feel stupid. If you don't like something, let us know, but at the same time give us another area to explore. Don't try to discreetly insert your finger in my asshole, we know what you're up to. If you want to try it, just ask. Greetings, sir. May I insert my finger in your asshole? Kind regards. Here is the asshole, as requested. Kindly do the needful. Best. Going up too far when they are on top, only to slam back down on your dick when it's out. Been there, felt that pain. Acting self-conscious about their body. If we are there, and clothes are coming off, whatever flaws you have are likely irrelevant to us. Edit, changed being to acting for clarification. I am a guy with a hairy ass. Me, being critical of your cellulite would be hypocritical. Edit, till that my hairy butt may be an asset rather than a liability. Sorry, had to. Highland cattle have less ass hair than me. Hairy asses are great. Totally. My wife was afraid I wouldn't like the way some things looked. I still don't know what she was worried about. I love everything about her body. May sound stupid, but my ex had quite an overbite. She was hella insecure about it, never smiled with her teeth, always covered her mouth when she laughed. And yet I loved it, it made her perfect in my eyes. And she let herself go with it, she relaxed at home and would show her teeth, and I swear the whole world was brighter for it.